Okay, so I did just try to film this video with the timer. It went wrong. Like, it went really wrong, so I'm going to forget the timer part. And so I am just going to read you the questions and present you the books I choose instead, because I promise you it really was a mess. So the first question is, do you have a book with deckled edges? So yes, I do, and I'm pretty sad because this is my only book with deckled edges, and personally I love it. I think it is so gorgeous. Anyway, it's Necronomicon by I don't know who, but it regroups in it 4 books that were Dead Names, The Dark History of the Necronomicon, Necronomicon Spellbook, and The Gates of the Necronomicon. So I believe, if I understood, because I haven't read it yet, it is such a big book. I don't really know how to explain what it is about, because first, I haven't read it yet, but also it's a strange book. Like, if you don't know it, it's like a non-fiction. Like, it regroups researches of someone on mystery and strange things, like paranormal things, if I'm not mistaken. I don't really have an excuses for why I never read it, but it has deckled edges. So the next question is, do you have a book with 3 or more people on the cover? And I choose Angel Feather, which is the 3rd book of the Angel trilogy. I don't know how it's called, but it is written by L.A. Weatherly. Maybe you know this. I really loved it when I was like 15. I don't know when I read it, but it was really great. To be honest, sometimes I really want to reread this trilogy because it was like so good. I don't want to spoil anything, but it is about like angels and hunters who are killing angels. If I'm not mistaken, angels in this are not nice at all. Like, the angel are feeding on your soul, if I remember great. So yeah, at the time it was pretty original and I remember really loving it, so read it if you never did. If you are looking for some trashy YA, it's definitely a book, a trilogy you should read, I think. Maybe. Since I run like everywhere in my bedroom before it with the timer, it's so hot and I am dying. Anyway, next question. Do you have a book based on another fictional story? So yes, I do. I choose Chris. I should have chosen Cinder. So this is the 3rd book in the Lunar Chronicles series by Marissa Meyer. I don't know, Meyer. By Marissa Meyer. It is, for this character, a retelling of Cress? Rapunzel? Oh my god, alright. Rapunzel, I think it is. So the first book, which is Cinder, is a retelling with the character Cinder is a retelling of Cinderella. Anyway, it is such a fantastic series. Like, I loved it and I really want to reread it. The characters are everything. If you like science fiction, you absolutely have to read the Lunar Chronicles, because you don't know what you're gonna miss if you don't. Such a good series. Next question is, do you have a book with title 10 letters long? So yes, I did. Oh, we're going to start this again. Do you have a book with a title 10 letters long? Yes, I do, so here it is, Divergent. You all know it, I hope, because if you don't, what are you doing? Like, I really struggle for this question, I guess like everybody else, but I am lucky that I am French and there's an E at the end of Divergent, so here's my book. I'm not gonna explain what it is about because I hope everyone knows what it is about. Next question is, do you have a book with a title that starts and ends with the same letter? And I choose Duald. I don't know, it's pronounced Duald, I think, by Halsey Chapman. I really loved it. It is a thriller, like a YA thriller, okay, but it was good. Like, there is definitely some flaws in this book, but I really enjoyed reading it, and I think that's all that really matters. So if you're looking for a quick thriller read, I really recommend you this book. It was really great. It does have a second book, but I found it like pretty necessary, to be honest, so you can read it like if it was a standalone, and it is really great. Next question is, do you have a mass market paperback book? And I am going to skip that question because I don't understand at all what that means. I've watched like every single videos that people did, but I still don't understand what it is, what the question is about. It's about paperback, but I don't understand the rest of the question. Maybe it is just a well-sold paperback, but I don't understand. Anyway, so next question. Do you have a book written by an author using a pen name? And I feel like everybody choose the same author, but of course it is Cassandra Clare. I just know that her name is Judith. I don't know how to pronounce it. Yeah, Cassandra Clare. Next question is, do you have a book with the character's name in it, in the title? So of course I have Harry Potter, and that's all I'm gonna say, Harry Potter, because I think everyone knows what it is about. Once again, this is just the second book in the French edition, and that's all. Next question is, do you have a book with 2 maps in it? And yes, I do. In this one, it's Tara Duncan et la Guerre des Planètes by Sophie Audouin-Mamie-Cognon. It's very French, so I guess nobody knows what it is about, but it's pretty much like the Harry Potter in France. It was compared like a lot of times like the Harry Potter in France, because it really is a classic for French people reading YA. I feel like everybody who is reading in France read that or heard of that. It is the 11th book in the series. I never read it. I stopped at the 4th one. I'm such a mess. It is about sorcerers, like it's wizards, but they are named sorcerers, if I'm not mistaken. And during the books we are following them through their adventures on Earth and on the other world, which is the world of every sorcerers and vampires and all kind of strange creatures. That was really cool. I am, I think, going to finish this series because I don't really have an excuses why I never finished it. Like, as I said, I'm at the 4th book, and I am also only at the 4th book of Harry Potter, so I don't have any excuses. Anyway, so for the maps, there is 1 map And there is the second one. Next question is, do you have a book that was turned into a TV show? And I don't have any, so I choose instead Night School by C.J. Doherty. And I don't really know if it counts, I don't think so, but it was turned into a web series and that was really cool. But yeah, that's definitely not a TV show, but I choose it anyway. And if you have seen the web series, please tell me in the comments. I want to know, because I really don't feel like people saw that. Like, I don't know why, but it was honestly pretty cool, so tell me. Next question is, do you have a book written by someone who is originally famous for something else? And of course I do. I have Unfiltered by Lily Collins. So here is the paperback and here is the artback. She is the love of my life. Plus it's signed. So if you don't know her, she is an actress and she wrote this book to share her experiences with young girls, but everybody can read it. And yeah, it was really great because she's talking about very important subjects and sometimes very taboo ones. So I really recommend it if you haven't read it yet. So the next question is, do you have a book with a clock on the cover? And I'm pretty sure everybody chose the same book. I'm pretty sure I have chosen the book that everybody chose. Anyway, and it is of course Clockwork Angel by Cassandra Clare. Everybody chose that, and once again I'm not going to present you the book because I already think you all know what it is about. Next question, do you have a book of short stories? Yes, I do. So for that one I choose The Language of Thorns, Midnight Tales and Dangerous Magic by Leith Bardugo. I hope I'm pronouncing that well. It is a gorgeous book. I think I got it thanks to Fairy Loot. I haven't read it yet because it's about the Grishaverse. I know that. And I've never read any Leith Bardugo books, so I don't know if I should read it first because I've seen like you could read it without having read the rest of the books, but I'm unsure about it. What do you think? Should I read it or should I wait to read the Grishaverse first? I don't know. So tell me that too in the comments, please, because I would really want to know if I can read it or not. Next question is, do you have a book that is between 500 and 510 pages long? I struggle on that one. So for that one I choose Shades of Magic by V.E. Schwab. And can we just talk a minute about the cover? It is truly rare, but I honestly prefer the French cover. Like, I don't really like the original covers, and plus this cover has been illustrated by Charlie Bowater. I hope I pronounced that well, and she is one of my favorite artists out there, like of the decade, and I love her so much, so of course I couldn't do anything but love this cover, so my baby. But yeah, it is, I think, 504 pages long, so yes. Next question is, do you have a book that was turned into a movie? And for that I choose The Fault in Our Stars by John Green. Once again, I don't think I have to present you that book, but yeah, it's here. And it is, do you have a graphic novel? And I choose for that Vampire Academy. I hope it counts. I actually don't know, but I think it is. It was a good graphic novel. And lastly, do you have a book written by 2 or more authors? And I choose Marked, the first book in the House of Night series by Pizzacast and Kristen Cost. So I already presented that one in my first video. It's definitely one of the books that were really hated by a lot of people on BookTube, but I loved it. It's very trashy, but I loved it and I miss it a bit, to be honest. So this is all for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. It was a mess to film and to do, and it's really hot, but I am very happy with the book I picked because yeah, it was bad anyway. So I will see you again very soon. I hope you enjoyed, and yeah, thank you so much for watching, and goodbye.